Assalamualaikum and a very good evening everyone. My name is Syuhada Binti Muhammad Affandi. Today I'm going to do my assessment for the topic is learning new language. Have you ever experienced this scenario? Your eyes focus on the subtitle more than the movie plot when you were watching a movie. Or when you want to know what your friends are talking about because they were having a conversation in a different language. If you have experienced this situation and you are so done with it, then you should really consider learning a new language. Recently, I have become interested in learning a new language. In my case, I am learning Korean right now. I found that when I learn a new language, I have gained more knowledge from a better resource. So, my goal here is to pursue all of you to learn new language so that you guys can gain new knowledge. Learning new language can actually help you to become a more interesting person to talk to, experience travel in a new way and encourage culture appreciation. So, why don't we have to learn a new language anyway? Do you sometimes feel like you don't really have any special talents or skill? Well, I feel you and I get it. Nowadays, when you want to apply a job, skills are really important, especially linguistic skills. That is why sometimes when someone makes a resume, they will put what language they are fluent in into their resume. Assume it like an add-on bonus to your selected job. The employer will definitely hire you. Did you know there are still people out there, especially adults, that do not want to learn new language? They believe that you should start from an early age if you want to learn new language. That is not true. So, in fact, it is never too late for you to learn a new language. How about you? There must be a moment where you want to learn a new language, right? When you hear someone making a conversation in a different language, you will probably think, man, I wish I know what they were saying. But you don't really say it out loud because we all know it is rude to eavesdrop in a conversation. That is why if you learn a new language, you can actually understand what they are saying without having to make a plain face in front of them. So, I am happy to share with you that learning a new language can make you become an interesting person, experience a new way of traveling, and encourage a culture experience. First of all, learning new language can make you become a more interesting person to talk with. Most people are attracted to interesting people. And by interesting I mean people with special talents or skills that not most of us can do. So imagine if someone asks you what you are good at, and then you say, hmm, I can speak some Chinese. With a little bonus, you speak those languages fluently. What do you think will happen next? They will definitely want to talk with you more. Plus, most people find that a certain language or accent can be sexy. Next, learning new language makes you experience travel in a way. Sure, you can say that most countries can speak English, but do you know there are some countries that do not use English that often? Did you know people in countries like China, Japan, or Russia do not speak English or barely speak English? That is why if you learn a new language, it will be easier for you to go travel. Fluency is not a priority. What matters is that you try to speak your local language. This shows your high respect toward the local and easier for you to make new friends. Finally, learning new language encourages cultural appreciation. Besides food, language is also a direct connection to other cultures. So, when you learn a new language, it encourages you to appreciate the tradition, religion, arts, and history of the language you are learning. Indirectly, you will actually become more conscious on the grammar and the pronunciation pattern of your first language, thus improves your listening, reading, and writing skills. Now, imagine yourself learning a new language. You will become a more self-confident person and eventually want to know more about the culture of the language you are learning. So, there is nothing wrong if you want to learn new language because it shows your interest and eagerness in wanting to know about. Plus, if you are really devoted into learning that language, who knows, you will eventually become fluent. Because I myself have been learning Korean for the past month and even have a book for some notes. And now I could say my Korean is pretty moderate. Although it's moderate, it's still a progress, right? Sometimes all it takes is to learn to a new language if you want to be a better you. Like Ben Franklin said, an investment is knowledge pays the best interest. So go on and find any kind of language you want to learn. There are tons of language learning apps if out there you want to learn it for free, like Duolingo, Lingodeer, and many more. And who knows, if you go traveling one day, those language learning do actually pay off. And thank you for listening to my talk. Thank you, everyone.